All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, and we got DJ from Movie Time Minute. What is up, guys?
What's up,
going on?
DJ?
All right. So DJ is joining us for another Halloween must-watch movie. Today we are going to talk about Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. But before we get into that, DJ, let everyone know where they can find you at.
Yeah. I'm DJ. My channel is Movie Time Minute. I'm on, of course, YouTube and most of the social media platforms. I do movie reviews, movie news, movie breakdowns, all that sort of thing. No particular genre. I cover about everything.
Awesome. So I'll make sure to put a link in the description, a little bubble up above Brian's head. So make sure you go check out Movie Time Minute and hit that subscribe button for him. You will not regret it. I know once we start following you, and then you guys started doing your live stuff and your movie tuber group and stuff like that. It has been like super fun watching all you guys.
We've been on the go constant, it seemed like, with it. So
Yeah, you guys been doing really good stuff, putting really good information and good content out there. So I mean, this is awesome. Just watching you guys, it's really cool because people forget how much we love doing this stuff and actually love talking about this stuff. Because if I didn't have you guys talk about it, I'll just be sitting here just like reading my comic books and I probably would have 3 times as much stuff, honestly, because I wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, yeah. So cool. Appreciate DJ coming in. But let's start talking about this Dracula movie. Right off the bat, it was from 1992, and it is probably considered one of the best Dracula movies, I would say. Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves, Anthony Hopkins, Sadie Frost, Monica Bellucci. It Carrie it was Els. What's name? Els. Holy crap, man. This is a cast. But with that being said, DJ, I'll let you start the conversation. What do you think and feel about this Dracula movie?
I love this movie, and I wasn't sure that I remembered if I loved it or not before I went and rewatched it recently. It's not one that I've gone back to and as an adult. It's one I remember watching a little bit as a kid, and I just didn't remember a whole lot of it. But I also was terrified of these type of movies when I was a kid, so I didn't have the want to go watch. And recently I've been more into, catching back up with some of those things that I steered away from before. And I'm really glad I went back and watched this one again.
That's a man after my own heart right there. That's what I'm talking about. Because everyone knows I don't like scary movies at all, except I watched them all. It's so crazy. I start realizing I've watched every single one of these. Like, man.
Wow. Because they're good. They're good.
This is not good. This is great.
And my wife loves horror movies, so I'm kind of stuck doing it. So I'm just trying to be like, okay, let's do it. I'm doing this. She watches my stuff, so I'll watch hers too.
I have a trick. I'll tell you, I look at the corner of the TV and just pretend like I'm looking at everything else.
Yeah. Still get those nightmares though.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, man. Any other initial thoughts for the movie?
Gary Oldman is amazing in this. I mean, him as Dracula is just so cool, and then having that love triangle with Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder and all that stuff. It's just so very. I mean, we have some of the greatest actors of all time. Like, we didn't even know who Keanu Reeves really was. I mean, he was the dude from Bill and Ted, and we're getting him in this. And Winona Ryder was just a little kid, and then all of a sudden we see this unbelievable thing they put together, and it takes my breath away. Honestly, it's so good and so well done.
Yeah. So it has a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is pretty low.
Oh,
it's super low.
Surprises me.
Yeah. But and I forgot the director, Francis Ford Coppola. Coppola, right? I always pronounce his name wrong. Coppola, right? I don't know. Whatever.
You're good.
He is an amazing director. And he did the Apocalypse Now, Godfather. I mean, he is like one of the all-time greats, The Outsiders. So he's one of the all-time greats. In this one, I remember, I was a kid. Which one?
The Rainmaker.
Oh yeah. But when this one came out, I was like, nah. I remember seeing the trailer and Gary Oldman is all in red and with the buns kind of thing. I'm like,
very
I'm
odd.
getting that. You know, I mean, well, it was 92, so I was like in second grade. You know, and I eventually, obviously, I did see it. You know, I was a little bit older. I was still in elementary school. I think
I was like, how old were you when you first saw it?
Oh man, I don't remember the exact time, but I remember I was still in elementary school, and I watched it with my uncle, and it was good. It was scary, you know, because at that time it was like I want to say around my 6th, 7th grade was when I started like a lot of the horror kind of stuff, get into it, and this was one of them, and yeah, man, this one definitely freaked me out. It was I remember it being very dark, very freaky for me when I was a kid, but it's still for me one of the best. You know, the 30th anniversary of the film just came out last year, so and then it's just I don't know if another Dracula movie has been this great. You know what I mean? You have the original Dracula movie from like the 30s, and then Dracula Untold and stuff like that. But this one, especially with Gary Oldman, before we knew who he is now, and he's just a man of a million faces, like literally he's just done so much. He was in Oppenheimer recently, so this guy is just in amazing movies his entire life, and yeah, it was just a freaky movie that looked really gorgeous. I remember watching it and looking at it, I'm like, it looks cool, and it's kind of scary, but like you said, Bill and Ted and Beetlejuice, that's where I remember, Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder,
Yeah.
and then this was the complete opposite.
Yeah, nothing like those other projects.
Nothing, but yeah, it was cool because that was also very like he tried to seduce Keanu Reeves' wife, which was Winona Ryder. So there's like a lot of I don't want to say like sex, but like sexual kind of stuff, a lot going on. Probably still too young to watch it at my age when I did watch it eventually. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
I think I was 12. I think I was in 8th grade when I first watched this, and I remember being totally freaked out, but it was different. Like it was very adult. In my I was like, man, my parents will let me watch this. And it's very very much crazy but very well done. And I remember just being so scared to go sleep at night.
Yeah,
that's how I know it was a good movie.
Yeah,
that's how you know it was a good movie.
Yeah,
I was like, no, man, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay up all night.
Yeah, the set design to me was what really set this off. I mean, it really set you back in that day and age of when this was taking place, and for it to be coming out in the 90s and look like it came out in the 60s or something, it was a cool way of making the movie. I felt like,
yeah, it the way Gary Oldman like changes looks. Because the one part he has like the little Morpheus eyeglasses. Before that was a thing. The long hair, and then he's all the white with more. Whenever I think of Dracula, I always think of that one with the buns, with the little buns, and all in red and stuff like
smiling and like
yeah. That's always where my mind goes. Whenever I hear the name Dracula, it's that picture. So and I guess that just like I don't know, just sticks with people, yeah, but the set design was really amazing because this was based in look it up 15th century.
Yeah,
all right, yeah,
it was back there.
yeah, so yeah, it was pretty interesting with all of that. I don't know, what do you guys think when Halloween comes around, the holiday season of Halloween, spooky season? Is this something that you guys must watch during the holiday season? What do you guys think?
You go first, DJ.
It's definitely something I think about. It's not one that in the past that I've watched, but now after rewatching again, I think this is what I'm going to be trying to make sure I watch every year. I didn't touch on Anthony Hopkins as Van Helsing.
Yes.
Like that was a great casting choice for this movie. Like to fit him in with these other guys, just it didn't seem right when I first saw it, and then after it started going, like he was perfect for that, and because he's not the type that I normally would think of for like fighting off monsters and stuff, you know. So to see a younger Anthony Hopkins here come in and just be awesome like that, that was really cool. But yeah, this is definitely one now that it's more on my radar again. I'm not just going to think about it. I'm definitely going to be trying to watch this every year if I get the chance.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that picture of him with the heads, because I was like, I remember something happened, and he has like carrying the Dracula's wife's heads or something like that. I believe that's what it was. Yeah, that's I remember.
Yeah,
with the long like cape, cloak, whatever it was, kind of thing. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, and that's just crazy how like Anthony Hopkins can get lost
in the
compared to
names,
like
all the people
other
that
ones.
are out there. Yeah.
And obviously Anthony Hopkins is one of the best actors of all time. Yeah. What about you,
I
Brian?
don't know. So when I think of vampire movies, I think of two movies, right? I think of Nosferatu and Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's the only two I think of, because those are like Nosferatu was like the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know if I even saw, like, it's just literally the scariest thing you can imagine, and that's what is actually there. This one is when you have all these stars working out. You understand the storyline of Dracula being, trying to seduce, someone else's, wife, and the triangle between them, and it's like literally it is this, that, and then was an Interview with a Dracula, with a vampire.
Interview.
Those are those three things that I think about when I think about any type of vampire movie. So I mean, to
you don't
be
think
in
of
that
Little
company,
Vampire?
Little
Vampire. But to be in that company is just amazing. To even say in the same breath just says how great this movie really is. So.
Yeah. And then, same for me, man. Like, I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember like I was telling my girlfriend about it, like all the stuff that we're watching, all the movies, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we gotta watch it." I was like, "Okay," So it's on the watch list for this month for sure. But yeah, just I had to like look up things and try to remember how it was, and then it all starts coming back to you. You're like, yeah, I forgot how freaked out I was when we first watched this one. So yeah, it is good. It is good. Even from 1992, it looks good. So.
It holds up well.
It really does. Yeah, it really does.
Is this your favorite Dracula movie?
Me?
Yeah.
Both of you guys. You start with DJ.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably my favorite Dracula movie. I'm trying to think of other. I mean, it's not.
How about favorite vampire movie? Because then you can broaden it out a little bit more.
Favorite vampire movie. I didn't want to bring in Underworld, but that's but or Blade. I was trying to stay away from Blade.
Yeah. It was Dracula. I guess the third one, wasn't he? When was? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, I think this is my favorite. Probably one of my favorite vampire movies, if not my favorite. It's not Hotel Transylvania.
Blah, 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 blah.
My mom would argue Lost Boys, I guess, but
Lost Boys is a good movie.
That's another good one.
She's always talking about that movie. I'm trying to think. I think this is it. This would be the one I would go to if I was going to point somebody toward a vampire movie. I think this one would probably be Interview with the Vampire is another really good one though.
Yeah.
I think so.
What about you, Tank?
Top three for sure. Interview is up there. And man, the show's probably doing better than the movie for me so far. The show is
not seen the show.
Amazing. It is really,
so
really good.
It's
like
so
we reviewed it. We can't wait to season 2 to start and stuff like that. But yeah, Interview with the Vampire is really good. And I would say this one, Lost Boys is up there too, but Lost Boys is very dated. It's very like this is the 80s and that's it.
Feels very 80s.
Yeah.
Anyway, it always it would always be an 80s movie, but Lost Boys is pretty awesome. But I would say Dracula Interview with the Vampire, because you can put those on and you're transformed. You're not transformed. You're you're put into that world.
So Twilight's not up there for you?
I'm talking about Tank has a whole thing where he has like he has a T-shirt and everything. He has a team on it and everything. It's craziness. I was like, what are you doing?
Is it Edward?
Hey,
Edward?
I can't say a lot. My son's name is EJ, and his real name is Edward Jacobs. So I really can't say.
Nice.
My wife is a huge fan, and I agreed to it because of Riddler back here. I was like, okay, I'll go with Edward because we both get something out of that. But yeah, so
that's awesome.
So I joke, but at the same time, like, my kid's named after a Twilight character. So
two of them. That is awesome.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if I'm putting Twilight up there for me. But yeah, those are the two for me. If you want a good vampire story, Interview is great, and then if you want Dracula, I don't know if there's another Dracula movie that's as good as this one, with giving you like the very story tale version of Dracula. This is it. This is the one. I mean, it's based off the book. Obviously Bram Stoker
novel. Exactly.
What year was that even made?
22 or something.
No, the book. No, the book was
15. It's like 15th century, 16th century.
Yeah. The book came out. I just had it too.
I just had it too.
Yeah, but yeah, either way, I mean, the book is super old. It is the book. The vampire book. So, yeah.
Francis does a great job adapting.
1897.
There you go.
1897.
Yeah, yeah. Think about that. Over 100-year book. That's still probably an awesome.
This one's published, man.
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta say, guys, my favorite vampire movie is still Blade.
Blade.
It's Blade. So
as long as we just keep it to the first one and don't talk about the others.
Whoa. What other ones? What are you talking about?
Well,
number two was
okay.
Good. Two was number one was awesome.
But I'm more in anything. I'm a Supernatural fan.
Okay.
So when I think of my vampires, that's what I think about Supernatural, and
Sam and Dean chasing them.
Sam and Dean chasing them and cutting their head off.
we need that crossover now.
Exactly.
Sam and Dean with Blade.
With Blade.
Let's go. Oh my god.
Yeah, they all go and hunt Morbius, and then I'll be happy.
We didn't talk about Morbius. Should that have been on the top?
It's on the top of a list, just not the best list.
Yeah.
So, oh man, but yeah, cool. I don't know. Anybody got any last thoughts on the Bram Stoker's Dracula?
No, it's a great movie, great one of the greatest of all time. I mean, great stars from it, and just something you have to respect overall.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it right now. If you download the Pluto TV app, you can watch it for free. So there you go.
That's where I watched it.
Did you? Nice. I'm pretty sure it's got to be on Hulu too, right? I don't know.
I'm not sure,
but this is on Pluto, so go check it out. It's 100% worth watching, like for sure, for sure. Especially if you're like a vampire fan and stuff like that, you gotta watch it.
If you're looking at the trailer for this and you're thinking that looks too old school, don't look at it like that. Take a chance, watch it a little bit, and you won't be disappointed.
Exactly. But that's it for our discussion for the Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. Thank you guys for checking us out. Make sure you go check out Movie Time Minute with DJ. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said, the link will be in the description, so you go check them out. And then make sure you hit the subscribe button right here for the Spoiler Kings. You can join us live. We're live every Monday and Thursday. And you can also hit that like button and lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff over here. All month of October for the Halloween season, we are going to be doing this Halloween must-watch list with a bunch of different other YouTubers that we enjoy watching, and appreciate DJ coming in and hanging out with us.
That's it.
for this one. Thank you guys, and we will see you guys in the next Halloween movie.